Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to The Escape Artist, or Game Night more broadly, on Sunday. No, it's not Sunday. What are they on? What the bloody hell are you on about then? Thursday the 2nd of June. Welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining me as ever. Happy Jubilee, happy Bank Holiday, if that's a thing that you're celebrating. Yeah, 4-day weekend. It's all good. Top row, best row. Come join this game if you want to play The Escape Artist. And a message from our sponsor, Fired.
And happy Pride Month all.
And indeed, happy Pride Month to everybody out there. Whether in LGBTQIA, is it A allies? I hope to think that accommodates the vast majority of us. So happy Pride Month to you all. And who was that? Fired. Thank you very much for the 4-month subscription right there. And whoa, holy potatoes! Puzzle Dan with the sub bomb right there. Dan gifting out 5 subs right there too. Cycle Space, Yoshi, Westernator, Ramsey, and Compassion in Flames. We'll do a dance. Puzzle Dan, thank you very much for that generosity right there. That's enormously kind of you. 5 subs going out right there, and welcome on into all our new members of our fam. Great to have you with us, and thanks for the generosity again there, Puzzle Dan. Thank you to Toot as well for writing that particularly fiendishly tricky pack of Only Connect right there. I do hope you enjoyed that. And it is time for our headline game, just the one game this evening after Only Connect, and it is The Escape Artist, aka Quiz Prison. We've got 25 of you in so far, and this is a co-written pack by myself and Mrs. Flush. It's Mrs. Flush's name that is down on the pack, so she'll get the author credits and the author pennies that go with them. But it's a very accessible pack too. I'm saying that just not because I thought your pack was inaccessible, but because you didn't want me to say the word. Only Connect has got a reputation to uphold, that's quite right. Type the code again to leave, Panda, if you need to leave, LDRV. And not quite enough bits there, Tadaru. D, F, G, F, A flat, G, F, G, D flat, C, B flat, C, B flat. But thank you for all the 98 bits. Very grateful to you. Of course it is. It's a red herring seed. Very nice. Oh god, Marvel questions incoming. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure there are any Marvel questions, but there might be. Who knows? Maybe I'll do them without even thinking about it. I think it's a very accessible pack. I wanted it to be reasonably accessible, as it is an elimination game where once you're out there and no more. It is something going to change. I do want to redo Escape Artist, as has happened with sort of going back through all of my oeuvre and remaking it, knowing what I know now. How many Hubert Parry shout-outs? Shout out to Hubert Parry. I was glad. Great tune. I wanted to be accessible. And again, like I say, going back through my oeuvre, redone Danger Zone twice now, and now I'm sort of happy with it. Google that is technically next on the docket. That's had some revisiting, but it could maybe do with some more. But it does sort of function. It's just a little bit unwieldy on the Stream Deck. But this one, I think, is probably next due to have a bit of a, not so much a facelift. I quite like the graphical interface of it, but it's one of not very many games in a studio. But it does need meaning so after players are eliminated, they can continue playing. But that's a problem for further down the line. And stop that bonus right there and say good evening to Kolo, Samson, Lewis, Riff, ADD, Topper, Elias, Shapes, Prugs, Mappy, DVD Smith, Innes, and Mark. Good evening. Johnny Chum and Woohoo to Dario and Jack. Maxio Fired, Lingomaniac, Jers, 2, It's Sotley, Dogfish, Pozzodan, BC, Brand New Halo, Vision, and Cyclespace, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You're very welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me for this Thursday evening game night. I hope you're having a good bank holiday so far, if you're getting one where you are. Like I say, this is a co-written pack of The Escape Artist, co-written by myself and Mrs. Flush. I have a lot of fun with this game, so do come and join it. It'd be great to see if we can finish off that second row. That's the dream. So anyone else want to come and join? Come on. Let's finish off the row. You know it makes sense. Hors d'oeuvres. Escape Artist 2, escape harder, yeah. Not a quiz for unelected overlord. See, here's the thing. Stacey Solomon was on Loose Women saying, like, I don't get it. I don't understand what everyone's obsessed about. And on the one hand, and this is where I'm sort of quite conflicted and being somewhat on the fence, I do get that it is a little bit hysterical in the 21st century that we have got a sort of inherited monarchy, whatever the word is, begins with an H. Hereditary monarchy. And there is just one family that is funded by the state to sort of live this life of extreme wealth. People say, well, you know, wouldn't it be great if we could all just live with extreme wealth? But so I sort of get that argument, but on the other hand, from a purely practical and slightly evil business point of view, when everyone says, oh, they just cost us money, actually, the royal family does bring more into the exchequer than they cost. So getting rid of them would actually lose us money because of... And it's not just to do with tourism. Anyone who throws the tourism argument at you. Not talking about the Kardashians, no. Can we not all just take turns to be hereditary inbred millionaires? Maybe. Nata, welcome to the game. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I mean, it's not just the tourism industry. I mean, they give all the profits from their land to the exchequer every year. From is it Hyde Park? They still own the land, but the profits that are turned from it go to the government. So I mean, maybe it's an argument to say, well, they shouldn't have all this land and whatnot. But Derek, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. Get a row to yourself. Very nice. So I can see the argument both ways. It is a bit hysterical that we do still have a sort of absolutist monarchy, but on the other hand, they don't really have any real power. So if anything, they've got soft power and maybe influence, but not actual power, which is obviously all determined by Parliament, which in turn is sort of decided by the people. But on the other hand, it is good to, that they do raise money for the country. So I'm sort of a little bit biased. I'm not a royalist. I have no love for them. I get a bit patriotic at the last night at the proms and sing Jerusalem. I like the national anthem more than I did 10 years ago, but I probably wouldn't miss them if they were gone. But there we go. Yes, new viewers, please join. It's fun and easy. Easy enough, not guaranteed, but we'll all surf together. Anyway, it will be very interesting to see, as you so eloquently put there, David, what if attitudes will change when Lizzo pops her clogs, or when the Queen passes, when she shuffles off her mortal coil. Will attitudes change? I'm going to give it one more loop, and then we're going to lock the lobby. You must join at the start of this game if you want to play. Not making it home in time, but I'll just list on mobile for a bit and pretend to play. Okay, Garrett. Well, I'll read the questions nice and loud for you, so you can answer out loud and you can take the kudos that comes with it in the car. Drive safe in the car. Do drive safe. Right, one more round, one more pan, and then we'll get going with our 27 players. The last chance to come and join the game if you'd like to play the Escape Artist, co-written pack by myself and Mrs. Flush. About 40 minutes, so we should be in and out in about an hour. Just after 9 o'clock, we should be all done and dusted and tied up. Right, that was that pan that I promised. Let me find the profile, and let's lock you in. Right, here we go. Round 1 is called Initiate. You will face up to 10 questions. Of those 10 questions, you need to answer exactly 5. Once you have answered 5, you escape and are through to the next round. The amount of points you get for each of the questions that you ask are dictated by the question values up there in the top left-hand corner. The more points you get for the question, in theory, the more difficult the question is. That's the theory. So the 1-pointer should be very, very easy, and the 10-pointer should be a little bit more tricky. You've got 3 green lights in front of you. If you get a question wrong, you lose a life. No, you don't lose one if you abstain, because you might be waiting for a particular question to come along, a particular point value. So you don't lose a life for abstention, but you do lose one if you get one wrong. If you run out of lives, you are immediately eliminated from the game. If there comes a point where there are no longer enough questions for you to hit that target of 5, then you will be eliminated from the game. For every life that you've got left at the end of the round, we will give you a bonus point and reset your lives back to 3 for the start of round 2. You've got 15 seconds to answer each question. If you choose to answer it, whisper your answers to Persephone's Twitch bot and keep an eye on the chat, because when the question is in chat, the question is live. So this first question is worth 4 points, so a sort of middling question to start us off. Good luck to you all. Let's play the escape artist, and here is question number 1. Queen had a Bohemian one, Gershwin had a blue one, Liszt had a Hungarian one. What is it? 4 points. I think Panda did have to go AFK. He did try to leave, which means, if Panda is indeed away, that everyone has attempted that question. 26 out of, well, 27. Danube. Is it Danube? No, the correct answer is Rhapsody. Rhapsody in blue. There's a couple of phonetically plausible answers there. Do watch your spelling, because there is a spell checker on here, but it's an 80% match that you need. But I can see what you're getting out there, Maxio. Raspody. Yeah, close enough for me. Wrong Queen, Topper. Yeah, Corgi's definitely not the one. And Nata Rapusty. Yeah, again, phonetically plausible. I'll let you have that one as well. Just Topper going for Corgi. Unfortunately, not the right answer. You're going to lose a life. Yeah, so you've got Bohemian Rhapsody, Rhapsody in blue, which is and the Hungarian one. And Bohemian Rhapsody, you all know. Let's light you back up. As we go to question number 2, this is worth 8 points, so a little bit on the trickier side. Let's see what you think of it. What material is the traditional gift for a 5th wedding anniversary? You're a bit anniversary heavy at the moment. Shape, that was the right answer, but unfortunately it was out of time. It's also the wedding anniversary Mrs. Flush and I are going to be celebrating this year. Probably why she came up with this question. For 8 points, the correct answer was it's wood. Paper is 1. Cotton, I believe, is 2. Leather might be 3. Paper again 1. Silver's a lot later on. Silver's 25. Silk, don't believe so. Silk, I think, is it 6? Leather is 3, because we've had paper. Paper was 1 for us. I'm pretty sure I got a shirt on our 2nd wedding anniversary, and I think I got a wallet for my 3rd, which was leather. So yeah, wood is the answer we wanted there. Toot, BC, and Lingo all giving a correct answer. Everyone else, unfortunately, not the right answer. You're going to lose a life. Let's light you back up. Topper, after 2 questions, you're down to your last life already, so do tread carefully. One more wrong answer and you are out of the game. Question number 3, it's worth a single point. In theory, the easiest up here. Let's take a look. How many years on the throne is Queen Elizabeth II celebrating this weekend? So Platinum Jubilee, 15 out of 27 attempting this one, and when Mrs. Flush suggested this one, I actually got it wrong. I got it mixed up with a date that was about this time 2 years ago, which was a VE Day anniversary, and it was 75. I said it's 75, so no, it's not, it's 70. And of course, it was indeed 70 years, not 50 to Daru. You're going to lose a life on that one. 50 was 20 years ago. Now, we had a street party where I was in, God, I was back in Burton-on-Trent. Imagine me at, how old am I now? 33. Imagine me at 13. Let's light you back up. Everyone who attempted that, other than Tadari, getting it right. And we're going to move on to question number 4. This one's worth 5 points, right slap bang in the middle. Take a look at this. Might give you some leeway on this. In most common settings of the nursery rhyme, what is the surname of the child who put pussy in the well? 5 points for this one. May have misjudged the difficulty on this one then. Ding Dong Bell, pussy's in the well. Who put him in? Little Johnny Flynn was the answer. Now, I thought it was Little Tommy Bell. I thought it rhymed with Ding Dong Bell, but apparently not. No, it's Little Johnny Flynn. I did say I might give some leeway, and I might give any answer that rhymes with in, because that is the key word. So if you said Quinn or something, I might have been inclined to condone it. But Bell is not the right answer. Fisher is not. Stout, I think, is the one who got him out. Little Tommy Stout or something like that. But the one who put him in the well in the first place was Johnny Flynn. Flynn is what we wanted. Losing a life there for Toot, Kolo and Derek. No one eliminated just yet. Let's light you back up. Moving on to the 3-point question, and I will give you fair warning here. I am not going to condone it if you accidentally spell it wrong. The answer to this question is 3 letters long, but you must spell it correctly for reasons that will become very, very clear in just a moment. It's worth 3 points. The answer is 3 letters, and you must get the exact 3 letters. I will not condone anything else, so make sure you read the question carefully. If you deliberately spell it wrong, then Jake, you'll lose a life. Read the question carefully, and score count, welcome to the stream. Read it carefully. 15 seconds, 3 points for this. Take a look. What breed of tree is a homophone of a female sheep? For 3 points. I'm after the breed of tree. Three out of 27 attempting that one. So it's U is what we're after there. Y-E-W. If you put E-W-E, that is the female sheep. I'm not going to allow that. The correct answer was U with a Y. And Natter, you've gone the wrong way. You've given me the sheep there. Yeah, wrong U. I was originally going to say what breed of tree is a homophone for a pronoun for a person other than yourself, which is of course the other 3-letter U word beginning, not beginning with, it does begin with Y, but the other 3-letter U word. But yes, U as in the tree, Y-E-W. Just Natter losing a life there. Let's light you back up. Moving on to question number 6. 9 points available for this. We've got a handful of players on their last life. Kolo, Topper, Natter. One more wrong answer and you are out of the game. Nobody yet poised to escape, though Panda, I think, maybe AFK, so will be eliminated after this question. Question number 6. It's a tricky one, worth 9 points. Have a look at this. Which actor who died last month voiced gangster Tommy Vercetti in the 2002 video game GTA Vice City? A couple of Pavlovs into that question for you. I was shocked when I heard this on the radio. Couldn't believe it. For 9 points, the correct answer is Ray Liotta. Yes, voiced Tommy Vercetti, probably most famous for the film. I think it was Goodfellas he was in. But yes, he also voiced Tommy Vercetti, the first sort of protagonist, or anti-hero, I suppose, to have a voice actor in the GTA franchise. And they started big with Ray Liotta, and he did very sadly die last month. Not being treated as suspicious was the last I heard. Very well done to the 10 people who played, everyone getting that one right. Unfortunately, it does mean, Panda, there are not enough questions for you to escape, which means it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Oh, I tell a lie. You got that one right. You're here. Why did it say you were on my elimination list? I feel so embarrassed now. Panda is here. Panda is... okay, well... I take it all back, Panda. You are, however, in the position where you require all of them, along with Maxio. Yeah, you've got to give me 4 from 4. Take that. Boom. Very nice indeed. I didn't see you sneak back in, but welcome back to the game, Panda. Let's see if you can get the final 5 questions. It's not the 5 highest values, but it's a bit of a big risk to take here. Pandas really are in danger, they certainly are. We've got a few blue lights up there. Toot, Jers, Sotley, Mark, Shapes. Any of the next 4 questions will see you good to escaping, and a smattering of players still. Natter, Topper and Kolo on your last life. Do tread carefully. Question number 7 is worth 7 points. Take a look at this. The A1, Q2 and TT are models made by which car manufacturer? (26 out of 27 attempting that question. The correct answer is they're Audis. Yes, we have an A1 on our driveway. The TT is a same sort of size, but has a roof that comes off. Wrong answers there. Ford, Honda, Citroen. All incorrect, unfortunately. It does mean we have actually got some eliminations this time. Topper, balls indeed. You've exhausted your lives, as has Natter and Maxio. It is impossible for you to escape. So I'm afraid for you 3, it's the end of the road. And it's lights out. We have our first escapees though. Toot, Mark, Jers and Shapes. Very well done. You are through to the next round. We will see you there. No more questions for you in this round. You can't answer any more questions in this round. We'll give you an extra point for every life you've got left. A lot of players now in light blue and flashing out, which means one more question from the remaining 3. You've got a tricky one coming up now for 10, and then a 2 and a 6 after that. If you require all of them, Panda and Riff are 2 animal members right here. Jack Wilfred is sort of a cat, I suppose. Derek has a donkey in his. Are there any more animals here? Innes is a bird, I think, Flappy Bird. Vision's a badger as well. So two of a few animals in here, but Panda and Riff certainly are animal delegates here, requiring all 3 of the remaining questions. And Riff and Kodo, do tread carefully. Last life. Is Innes a boot? I thought it was a Flappy Bird. I think I've probably mentioned this before. Oh, it's a Mario boot. Cool. Anyway, question number 8. This is worth 10 points. Good luck. Have a look at this. Kuribo shoe. Cool. Listing David Fincher as an executive producer, which Netflix series launched its 3rd season last month? Was a 10-pointer, was always going to be hard. 4 out of 20 attempting it. Very brave. Correct answer was... It was Love, Death and Robots. Styled Love, Death plus Robots. Not Squid Game, not Bridgerton, not Mindhunter. Unfortunately, all of those are wrong answers. Squid Game's only had 1 season. Bridgerton might have just started its 2nd. Mindhunter, I am just going to double check, just in case it does fulfill the criteria. No, only 2 seasons of Mindhunter so far. So, not going to fly, unfortunately, whether David Fincher's a director or not. So, oh, it is a Fincher, but they've not done season 3 yet. Well, that was a good game. Is it Netflix? Might be Netflix. In which case, you could have been close, but season 3 is not out yet. Just a quick Google search there, showing that up. So, it does mean, unfortunately, Riff and Panda, there are not enough questions left for you to escape, so I'm afraid it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. So, 2 questions to go, a 2-pointer and a 6-pointer. One fairly easy, the other one reasonably middling. If you are 1 away, lots of blue lights there, either of the next 2 questions, and you will escape. If you require both of them, quite a few of you there, you've got to give me both answers correct in order to escape, and tread carefully. If you're Kodo, Derek, Tadaru, or Woohoo, 1 more wrong answer, and you will be eliminated. Good luck. Here is question number 9. Alongside ham, which occasionally controversial food item is found on a Hawaiian pizza? BC is going to risk question number 6, not taking the 2-pointer. I know this. The correct answer is... It's pineapple. Everyone who attempted it giving me a correct answer, BC is going to play the gamble. And we have a lot of escapees now. 15, AB Me, Toot, Lewis, It's Sotley, Jack, Mark, Cyclespace, Lingo, David, Colo, Jers, Innes, Prug, Sapster, and Shapes have all escaped to round number 2. Very well played. No one due for elimination on this one, which is nice to see. So yeah, pineapple on pizza. I don't know if I've ever voiced this before. I'm a big fan. I love a Hawaiian pizza, ham and pineapple, and I genuinely don't understand why it's such a talking point, why it's such a meme-worthy conversation. I mean, I don't like mushrooms. I never eat mushrooms as anything, but I wouldn't enter into debate and verbally disparage someone who puts mushrooms or anchovies, for example. I don't like anchovies, but I wouldn't have a go at them if they wanted to put it on a pizza. I don't know why pineapple specifically is such a strong bone of contention among pizza eaters the world over. It's a very interesting thing. Anyway, just something I wanted to air. I'm a fan, personally. Let's light you back up. 1 question remaining. 15 have escaped, 7 are still live. And if you are flashing now and in orange, that's Derek, Dan, Tadaru, Brand New Halo, Vision, BC, and Woohoo. You must give me a correct answer here if you want to escape. Very sweet thing on a savoury dish. Yeah, but you have sweet and sour chicken. You have pineapple in that. No one complains about that. And sweet and salty works together. Exactly. Sweet and sour sort of thing. Anyway, question number 10 is worth 6 points. If you're still in play, you do need to give me a correct answer to this. Good luck. Here is question 10. In a standard set of spots and stripes pool balls, what colour are the 1 and the 9 balls? Need an answer, Dan? And Dan's out of time, will be eliminated by default. Yes, Dan, you did get the right answer, but it was just received out of time, I'm afraid. Likewise, Jack. Although I think you're already... No, you're already through, Jack, so it's fine. Correct answer was... they're yellow. It's the 1 and the 9 are yellow. 1 is yellow, 2 is blue, and then its counterpart, counting up from there. 2 is blue, 3 is red, 4 is purple, 5 is orange, 6 is green, and 7 is brown. I may have got purple and green the wrong way around, but orange is certainly 5, red is certainly 3, so those are wrong answers. And unfortunately, it does mean Puzzle Dan, because you didn't get an answer in time, and also for Woohoo, Brand New Halo, and Vision, you've not got to your target of 5, I'm afraid. It is the end of the road, and it's lights out. So, we started with 27 players, 9 have been eliminated, and just 18 remain to go on to round 2. Very well played, you 18. Let's see if you can survive any further as we play round 2. Bonuses have been applied for every life you had left. We've given you an extra point. Round 2 is called Sustain. In this round, you need to hit the target. The target for this particular round is 51, shown there in the top left-hand corner. And this is determined by the highest scoring player plus 15. In this case, it looks to be Jack Wilfred on 36. Plus 15, because every question in this round is now worth 3 points. And, sorry, no, it's not. It's now worth 5 points. It means even the highest scoring player must get at least 3 correct. That's what I was aiming for there. So every question now worth 5 points. Unlike the previous round, once you've hit that target, you may continue answering questions to continue to increase your score. But as before, if you run out of lives, which have been refreshed to 3 each, you will be eliminated from the game, even if you've already escaped. For every life you've got left at the end of the round, we'll give you a bonus 2 points. However, you must hit that target before bonuses are applied. So if you get to the end of question 10 and you're on 50 with 3 lives left, no bueno, I'm afraid. You must be on 51 before bonuses are applied. And if you fail to hit that 51 target by the end of question 10, or there aren't enough questions for you to get there, then you will be eliminated from the game. As ever, you don't have to attempt them all, but the more you attempt, the more chance you have. But you've also got to think, is it worth guessing if I get 2 points for a life? Not gambling on the 7 point in the last round, accepting the 2. It's part of the game, it's Ollie. Part of the game indeed. So round 2 is Sustain. 10 more questions coming in. Mixture of difficulties, all sort of around middling. Let's see how you get on. Here's question 1, with 5 points. What is the base spirit in a Manhattan cocktail? Out of 18 attempting this one. Maybe cocktail fans, maybe they've worked in a bar, maybe they just know the correct answer is, or maybe they don't. It's a whiskey is what we need. It's whiskey, vermouth and sweets, but the base the base spirit is whiskey. Would also have accepted bourbon or sour mash, or maybe they guessed wrong, maybe they did. Almost inclined to accept vermouth from Derek down there, but I did specify the base spirit, which is whiskey. There is vermouth in it, so unless it's in equal measures, I will double check that one actually, because that's something I'm pretty sure base spirit implies it's the main one. Perfect Manhattan, rye whiskey, dry vermouth, sweet vermouth, mixing glass, blah blah blah. Let's have a look at the recipe. Yeah, 2 ounces of whiskey, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, and 1 dash of orange bitters. The base spirit is very much whiskey in that one, I'm afraid. Either with or without an E. So, vermouth, gin, rum, vodka, vodka, gin, vodka, 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 gin, all incorrect. Whiskey somehow is correct. Nicely done there, Sam, so let's let you back up. As we go on to question number 2, something of a linguistic question. Got the wrong way around, fair enough, Derek. Something of a linguistic question. Have a look at this. Another 5 points available. What do Australians call flip-flops? And 15 out of 18 having a go here. 3 sitting out. This is one of these things that you think you either know or you don't. Believe it or not, the correct answer is thongs. They call them thongs, or thong. Hoopers, sandals, tippy toes. I mean, I'm going to double check them. But we are looking more towards thongs. I don't think sandals is going to fly. Hoopers. Let's have a look. There's not one I've come across. No, I'm afraid it's not going to fly. Thongs was the answer we were after there. The Eurovision thong. That's a very different show, Proogs. Not watched enough Hard Quiz or Hot Seat, evidently. Inca, Tadaru, BC, and Cyclespace, I'm afraid you are going to lose a life. Everyone else playing, getting it right. Let's light you back up. As we go to question number 3. No one yet one away, no one yet requiring all of them. We have got a handful on the last live. Tadaru, Innis, BC, Cyclespace. Do tread carefully. One more incorrect answer, you will be eliminated. Take a look at this. Hosted by Antoine de Cons. Yeah, quite. Released in 1975, which film do many critics refer to as the first blockbuster? 16 out of 18 attempting this one. Coda and Jack sitting this one out, aka the day cinema died. Don't know about all that. Correct answer was Jaws. Ghostbusters, I think, was 1982. Star Wars was certainly 1977. Jaws was the answer we want. Yes, it's sort of the term blockbuster coalesced around that film, which is why it's such a woolly phrasing and why I gave you the year as well. You're going to need a bigger block. Unfortunately, Innis is going to need a much bigger block. The block that his head is about to roll off of, because unfortunately, Innis, you have exhausted your lives. It's the end of the road and it's lights out. 84, thank you to Doe. So, 3 questions down. Toot is the first player to get within spitting distance of that target. 48 at the moment, requiring 51, so one more question. No one yet requiring all of them. And 3 on the last life. BC, Cyclespace, Tadaru. One more wrong answer and you are out of the game. Question number 4, have a look at this. The government branch, the DEA, is an initialism that stands for Drug Enforcement What? 'Mark finding the wrong box there. Did the answer get in the end? 15 out of 17 was the answer. Was the number of attempters, rather. The correct answer, actually, Mark, it wasn't agency, I'm afraid. Yeah, I thought a few of you might fall into that trap, but I don't think all of you would. Yeah, it's the Drug Enforcement Administration. I was going to put that as the first question, changed my mind, thought I'd move it down the pack a bit. Yeah, it's the Drug Enforcement. So a lot of these questions were sort of inspired by looking around the garden. On the garage next door, there's an alarm system outside which has got CIA written on it. And I thought, oh, that's a good question. What does CIA stand for? And I thought, let's evolve it into DEA, because I love Breaking Bad so much. But yeah, it's Drug Enforcement Administration. A lot of people being the Sossig administration there. A lot of people being Mandela'd. EPA is definitely agency, maybe that threw you looking around the garden. Well, in the first round, for example, I don't want to give too much away in case there's any more coming up, but like there's Audi A1 on the drive, we have a yew tree in the garden, we're eating pizza at the time, it was the Jubilee. What else came up? It was our 5th wedding anniversary coming up. We're watching Love, Death and Robots at the moment. I watched Eric do his GTA Vice City streams quite a lot, and obviously heard about Ray Liotta last week. So a lot of it is stuff that is just sort of in the... It's how I write questions. I look around the room, so when I'm in the garden, there's much more scope to have interesting questions. Everyone getting that one wrong, unfortunately. And unfortunately for BC and Tadaru, it does mean you've exhausted your lives, which means it's the end of the road. And it's lights out. Like a murder mystery plot. Microphone question next. Yeah, well, that's why there's so many questions on Rubik's Cubes, Doctor Who, and the Avengers, or the MCU, because I've got all my Doctor Who figurines and my Infinity Stones up there. Normally, there's a Rubik's Cube over there, for example. Yeah. Anyway, we've got a lot of lights going on. If you want away, Toot, still one away. The Ben call. Dog question or a cat one? Yeah, they come up a lot. 2, one more question required. If you require all of them, Cyclespace, Colo, and AB Me, you've got to get 6 out of 6 for these last questions, otherwise you'll be eliminated. And a lot of players on their last lives here. Do tread carefully. Good luck with this. Here is question number 5, something I think a little bit easier for you. Let's see what you make of this. In which sport might you get a gutter ball? all 15 players locked in. And let's have a look and see what see what the answer was and what you said. Bowling, or 10-pin bowling, some variation thereupon. Everyone giving us some variation on the correct answer. Very nicely done. Let's light you back up. 2 is the first player through to round number 3. But remember, 2, you can continue answering questions at this point to extend your score. Your lead, I should say. But remember, for every life you've got left, you do get 2 points, and you can still be eliminated if you give me a wrong answer. Question number 6 for you then. Have a look at this. In which country did the Australian Shepherd dog originate? Jack with a solid no. Few people are going to try it. Just the 5 of the 15. The correct answer was... it's the USA. Good thinking with Germany. No, so it was believed to be sheep that were imported from Australia and New Zealand that some collies came with, and that dog, the Australian Shepherd dog, was bred from that dog, but it did originate, the Australian Shepherd itself, in the USA. Very well done, Lewis, on getting that. It was not going to be Australia. No, unfortunately, wrong answers there from ABME, Colo, Pruse, and Cyclespace. And unfortunately for all 4 of you, that was your last life, and it has now just been exhausted. So I'm afraid for Pruse, Cyclespace, Colo, and ABME, it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. So, still just the 1 player escaping so far. Samster's 1 away, needs 1 from the next 4. No one anymore requires all of them, which is nice to see, so a little bit of breathing room. Mark, Jers, and Derek are on their final life, though, so do tread carefully. Question number 7 is coming next. Have a look at this. The Jonathan Coe novel Middle England largely centres around which political event? Be a little bit generous with the answers here. There's a number of different ways this could be read out. There's a few different options available here. Jack, if you don't get this one, I shall be very upset. It's a very, very good book. I read it in about 4 days. Now, I don't read very often, and this one I just couldn't put down. So, yeah, well done if you got this. The correct answer was... the EU referendum. So Brexit or 2016 referendum or EU referendum. Brexit referendum, certainly I will accept, and likewise shapes your answer there. So just give me a minute to do this condoning. Lewis, condone Brexit referendum. Jack Wilfred, yes, Brexit referendum. And shapes 2016 referendum on EU. Yes, that's a clear answer there. Shapes, tick. EU referendum, Brexit, 2016 referendum, 2016 EU referendum, EU membership, leaving the EU, European Union referendum, referendum, or the referendum are all correct answers. English Civil War, unfortunately, not the right answer there, DVD Smith. Good guess as any. No one due for elimination, let's light you back up. Some more lights kicking in here. Still only 2 who's escaped. Quite a few 1 away though. Lewis, Jack, Samster, Shapes, any of the next 3, you will escape into round 3. Jers and Derek, you do require all 3 of them in order to escape. And if you're on your last life, Mark, Jers, David and Derek, tread carefully. Question number 8 coming up. Have a look at this. The BBC Young Musician of the Year winner, Sheku Kanimason, is renowned for playing which instrument? Yeah, Derek, I'd have been very upset if you hadn't got this one. The correct answer is he's a cellist. Yes, he's the fanfare has played for him very loudly and often on Classic FM. He's a very good cellist. He won the 2016 Young Musician of the Year, but he's sort of done. He's gone massive. He's sort of like Ben Grosvenor in a way. Sort of really talented young musician. The whole family is very talented. I think his sister's a pianist as well, who's got several recording contracts. And yeah, he played at the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, I believe. So little claim to fame there. Violin, right family, wrong answer, unfortunately, Jers and Lingo. And it does mean, Jers, that's your last life gone, so I'm afraid it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Few people escaping now. 2 Lewis Shapes, you're all through to the next round already. Few more players, 1 away. 2 more questions to go. It's Sotley, Jack and Samster, either of the next 2, and you will manage to get through. Mark, Lingo, David and Derek, you do require both of them in addition to just one of them. You need both. And also, curiously, of the same 4 who are on your last life. So thin ice all round for you 4. Good luck. Question number 9. Take a look at this. Which Gen 1 Pokemon is a portmanteau of somebody who reads minds and an aquatic bird? Even if you don't know Pokemon, you should be able to work this one out. Six out of 10 attempting this. Correct answer was... Shapes. You'll be glad that Side Chicken is late. Chicken not renowned for being an aquatic bird. Jack, that was the right answer, but unfortunately out of time. The correct answer was Psyduck. Yes, a psychic and a duck. Psyduck is the answer we wanted there. Very well done. We've got 5 players through now. 2 Lewis, Sotley, Samster and Shapes. Very well played. David, unfortunately, it's impossible for you to fuck. Literally have him sitting on the shelf behind me. Oh, my dude. That is...
Pain.
And also, curiously enough, you get both together.
Pain.
A honky... Don't say honky pain, Ben. Don't say that. Oh, I just did. Well, there we go. Unfortunately, David, despite Psyduck sitting on the shelf behind you, egging you to the right answer, you haven't got there in time, and I'm afraid it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. Not enough questions left to get to. Still have that 1 life. So, 5 are through. 2 Lewis, Sotley, Samster and Shapes. 4 remain yet to get through. Derek, Jack, Mark and Lingo. You do need to get this answer correct in order to escape the round. Everyone who's already through, you've all got at least 2 lives left, so you cannot be eliminated at this stage. You might want to have a go at this question for 5 points, but if you're wrong, it will cost you 2 of your bonus. Good luck. Here's question 10. In the novella by Robert Louis Stevenson, what is the forename of Dr. Jekyll? Jack, need an answer. There we go. Most of our escapees attempting this one as well, just shape-sitting this one out. The correct answer is Henry. Henry Jekyll is what we wanted there. It's very tempting. I'm sure there's a puzzle question in here somewhere to do with Thomas the Tank, because Mr. Hyde's name is Edward. And Henry and Edward are both Thomas the Tank Engine. I was going to be something like, if you subtract the number engine of the forename of Dr. Jekyll from the number engine of the forename of Mr. Hyde, which engine would you end up with? Before realising it would probably be Thomas. But because I think... Is Edward 2? No, Gordon's 2. I don't actually know. I didn't bother to look it up because I sort of abandoned the question. William, Robert and Robert all incorrect, unfortunately, so you're going to lose a life. And it does mean Jack and Lingo, it is impossible to escape and all lives have been exhausted. So, valiant effort, but I'm afraid for you two... That is a Google that question. I'm afraid for you two, that is the end of the road and it's lights out. And there they go. So, we started with 27, we dropped to 18... And we've just lost another 11, and we are down to 7 in the final. Derek, Toot, Lewis, Sotley, Mark, Samster, and Shapes. Very well played on getting to this point. For every life that you have got left, we will give you a bonus 2 points. Let's go to the final round. Round 3 is Survive, and goodness me, the scores could not be closer. Well, they could be closer, but figure of speech. Toot has got a marginal lead with 65. Lewis second on 64. Samster in third on 62. Sotley's got 61. Shapes on 56. Derek on 55. And Mark on 53. So, I think all of you have been here before. Let me explain the rules. In this round, your points now act as a countdown clock. The more points you have, the longer you will be able to survive. Question will be asked, and the first person to answer it will preserve their points and start a countdown on everybody else. The drain rate is shown up in the top left-hand corner. It starts off at 1 point per second and a half, up to a maximum of 10. If nobody answers the question within the 15 seconds allotted, then you all lose the maximum of 10. If you answer the question after the clock has started, then you stop your clock and preserve the points, whatever your points were at that stage. The green lights in front of you are no longer lives, they are now refires. It means if you attempt a question and get it wrong, you'll get an instant ping back from the bot saying that's a wrong answer, and you will be able to try the question again. You can try every question once for free. There's no penalty for trying it once, but every subsequent attempt on the same question will cost you a refire. They can be very useful towards the end game, or if you've got it down to maybe 1 or 2 answers it could be, they can be very helpful. But once your refires are gone, then only your first answer will be accepted, and you've got 3 across the whole gamut of the round. You can use all 3 up on one question and still get it wrong. So there's a bit of tactics at play here as to whether or not it's worth playing the refire in order to preserve points. If the clock's already quite low, then it may not be worth it. It may just be worth taking the rest of the hit. You'll have to decide that for yourself. Of course, when your points tick down to 0, if and when they do, you will be eliminated from the game. The player who survives at the end will be crowned the escape artist, and the game will end when we've only got 1 player or possibly no players left. If there is more than 1 player who survives after 10 questions, then the player with the highest score will be the winner and our escape artist tonight. So, those are the rules. Very well done. Very good luck to all 7 of you. Let's play Survive. Here's question 1. The films Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End comprise the 3 films in which trilogy? Sam's starting the clock. And everyone else is in very quickly behind. Not many points being lost there. Nice easy one to start with. So that clock run down. Yes, it is the Cornetto, or Cornetti, the Cornetti trilogy. I like that. It's the plural of Cornetto. Yes, Cornetto, the Cornetto trilogy. Very well done. Let's light you back up. On we go. Question number 2. Toot and Lewis with a joint lead of 64 now. Here's question 2. In the Shakespeare play Hamlet, who is the brother of Ophelia? Mark's the first to start the clock. Lewis and Derek have attempted and been wrong. Refine's available. Toot is in now. Derek using a first refire. Incorrect again. Samster is incorrect. Refine's available. Remember, you can try it once for free. You might as well have a guess. Laertes is what we wanted. Desdemona. Polonius is the father of Laertes and Ophelia. Leander is from a different play. Polonius and actually, Shaped saying Laertes, that is phonetically plausible. So, Shaped, I am going to restore you to what you would have had. It's a single point and 3 lives, but hey, every little helps in this game. 47, we like Shaped. You're already on 3, but I'm going to put 3 in there anyway. Is it manually set score? I think so. There we go. Give you an extra point back because you did buzz in at 47. So that is... yeah, extra point for you. It's phonetically plausible, and I've got to stick with the rules. Oh, my watch is buzzing. It's it's a PayPal thing. Cool. Right, let's light you back up. As we go on to question 3, this is the last one where the drain rate is 1 point per 1.5 seconds. After this, it will increase to 1 point per second and a maximum of 15. Question number 3. Take a look at this. Who traditionally lives at 11 Downing Street? Lewis is the first to answer. It's oddly marked. Derek right behind. Samster, Shapes and Toot all in as well. No drama there. Toot maintains the lead at 58. Lewis still in second on 54. Mark moving up the ranks a bit now on 52. Samster on 50. It's Sotley on 49. Shapes on 45 and Derek on 44. The second Lord of the Treasury is the official title, but Chancellor or Chancellor of the Exchequer is how he's more commonly known. Rishi Sunak, the current Chancellor of the Exchequer, though I believe it's Boris Johnson who lives in the flat at 11 Downing Street, so it's all a bit, yeah. Glad I spent my time writing of Exchequer, yeah. Or Exchequer, yeah. Chancellor of Exchequer. No, Chancellor would have been enough there, but... there we go. Let's light you back up. Everyone correct. As we go to question 4, drain rate 1 point per second up to a maximum of 15. You still want to start that clock as quickly as possible. Short-ish answer for this, bit of a clue for you. Take a look at question number 4. Michael Hutchins, Tim Farriss, Kirk Pengilly, Andrew Farriss and Gary Beers were the original lineup of which rock band? Samson's in and wrong. Refil's available. Lewis is in and wrong. Refunds available to both of you. Deciding's not worth it at this stage. Metallica and Kiss, both incorrect. It was In Excess, INXS. I'm not sure the pronunciation. I think it's In Excess is how that's pronounced. So I could have said Australian. I thought there'd been enough Australian references tonight, so yeah, that might have helped. But it is round 3, Samson. It is round 3. Let's light you back up. As we go to question number 5, Toots still with the lead of 56. Mark's now jumped into second with 51. It's Otley's in third with 46. We've got Shapes 45, Derek 42, Lewis 39, and Samson 35. Here's question number 5. Which Japanese manufacturing corporation shares its name in part with a volcano on Mars? Mark has started the clock. Samson's right behind. Lewis is wrong. Shapes is wrong. Lewis is wrong again. Toot has got there. It's Sotley has got there. Not wanting to use their refis. Fuji, Sanyo, and Honda. Fuji and Honda, the two answers from Lewis there. Shapes going for Sanyo, incorrect. Olympus was the answer. Olympus Mons. Yeah, knowing Olympus Mons is a thing will have helped there. Yes, Olympus Mons. That's the reaction I like, Shapes. The "oh, of course" means I've written the question well. It's a question that you go, "oh, of course," as soon as the answer comes up. I feel happy about that one. You probably don't, though, because you've lost yourself some points. Let's light you back up. Last question, where the drain rate's 1 per second. Mark with the lead of 51, Toots in second with 48. It's Otley's in third with 36. Bit of a gap there, but in this game, in this round, your luck can turn around very, very quickly indeed. Good luck. Here is question number 6. And this is something I found out today. Sharing their name with a Hollywood actor, the young of a goose is called what? And there's everyone but Shapes. Shapes, you're going to have a go? Oh, you have had one go. You have got refires, Shapes. It's a gosling, the young of a swan, I believe, is a signet. Derek, I'm going to restore the phonetically plausible gosling back to you and give you a life back and 25 points because that was phonetically plausible when it came in the first time. So hopefully I should be able to give you this back. Derek. No, it's not giving the life back. I need to look into that because that's a bug. So you've still lost the refi, but I will put the points back. So sort of getting halfway there on that. Yes, gosling. Gosling is the young of a goose. Very well done if you got that one. Let's light you back up. Drain rate increases again, 1 point per 0.75 seconds now. Derek with a single refi should be 2. It might be 2. And it might just not be showing up on the display, but it should be 2, might actually be 1. Toot's got 2, Lewis has got 2, everyone else has got 3. Points are the most important thing, though, here. Mark on 51, Toot 9 points behind on 42. It's Sotley and Samster 8 points behind there on 34. Potential maximum of 20 to lose. Shapes in the danger territory at the moment. If he doesn't give a right answer, he will be eliminated. Good luck. Here is question number 7. Spelled with 3 L's and an H and portrayed by Jodie Foster in the 1976 film version, who is the Speakeasy's chanteuse in the musical Bugsy Malone? Chanteuse, possibly. Got time to pass through that question. My name is Tallulah. Yes, Tallulah was the answer, played by Jodie Foster. Not Blousey Brown, who was the other one. Also one of the suggested names for the Sled and Cool Runnings. Is that right? Didn't know that. I've not seen Cool Runnings for years. So I probably did know that at some point, since forgotten it. So with 3 L's and an H, that's actually a line from an episode of Doctor Who in the Daleks in Manhattan episode. It's Tallulah, 3 L's and an H, except with an American accent. But yes, Tallulah is what we wanted. Well done to Derek starting the clock there. Managing to preserve some time. Mark taking a bit of a hit. Lewis taking a massive hit right down to 3 points now. Let's light you back up and see what that does to the standings. Well, Mark has still got the lead, but it's only by a single point on 31. It's Sotley now in second on 30, and Toot moves into third with 29. Derek moves up the ranks thanks to that speedy answer, and not everyone getting in quickly, now on 25. Samster's got 18, Shapes has got 12, and Lewis has got 3. Maximum drain rate is still 20, so Samster, Shapes, and Lewis, you are in danger. Lewis, you're going to need a fast answer if you want to survive. Oh, they're doing Bugsy, are they, David? Nice, it's a good show. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I MD'd it in 2015, I think. Again, at high school. It's really good fun, and the kids love it. Although it was well rehearsed, but we just never got around to doing the finale. The first time we ran the finale with props in costumes was the opening night. So that was very exciting. Anyway, question number 8, 1 point per 0.75 seconds. Still quite a few refires left amongst you here. Good luck to you all. Here is the question. In the casino game Craps, if you've just rolled boxcars, what have you rolled? Lewis is first in, preserving his time. It's Ollie's wrong. Refires available. Oh, it's Sotley! Yeah, you have just rolled the dice. And we've got a bad condoning there. It's a double 6, but it would have accepted double 6. And of course, Toot, that is a wrong answer. I don't know if I can restore you down. All I can do... When did you buzz? What did you have before? Can someone check what Toot had? No, I can remember Toot had 29. I need to decide what to do here, because double 4 isn't right. What would you have refired with there, Toot? And Toot is a bastion of integrity, so if he tells me he would have refired with something else, I'm going to take his word for it and make an executive decision. But Toot, would you have refired, or would you have given up at that point? Probably wouldn't have refired. Thank you for your honesty. That does mean I'm going to take you down to 9 points. Because double 4 is not the right answer. I think this is the only round I can do that in. But yes, I'm afraid it was a high double Z. It's double 6, and I'm afraid double 4 is not right, and I do have to take those points off. You started with 29, and a maximum of 20 have been lost. You're down to 9. 12. Or double 6, pair of 6s. I probably wouldn't have accepted the normal number if it was possible to get it in any other way, but because double 6 and 12 are synonymous in Craps, that is what I'm going to accept. 2s is not the right answer either. Not quite, I can't even condone that as a typo. But Lewis starting the clock there, and we've got all change on the scores here. Lewis starting the clock, but still pretty low on 3. Mark has got the lead with 31. Derek is now in second on 24. Sampson's in third on 17. But everyone other than Mark and Derek are in the danger territory going into this question. Let's light you up. So yeah, still a maximum of 20 points to lose here. Shapes, Samster, Itsotley, Lewis, Toot, you are all in the danger zone, so to speak, at this point. Mark with a strong lead on 31, Derek in second on 24. A lot can change on this question. Good luck. Here is question number 9. Which event on the TV show Gladiators involved the contender circumnavigating an obstacle course whilst being shot at with tennis balls by the gladiator? Mark the start of the clock. Lewis is out of time. Answers coming in. Refis happening. Shapes is out of time. Toot's out of time. Itsotley's out of time. Samster's out of time. Derek survives. It's danger zone. So let me go through the wrong answers. Shapes on with Duel, that's just the pugil sticks. Pendulum is the crawling around the big web thing. Slingshot is pretty close, but actually it's the gladiators that are trying to jump down and grab a ball off the central sort of construct, and the gladiators are trying to push them out of the way. They're not firing tennis balls at them. Jet is a gladiator, not an event. Diane Udale. Pendulum again. Gauntlet is where they just got to run through 5 gladiators, no tennis balls are involved. And RU is RU, Samster? No, danger zone. And I kind of literally just told you. I said you were all in the danger zone apart from 2 of you, and unfortunately you've all got it wrong, and it is that question that has undone you. Very well done to Mark getting the right answer. Danger zone with or without the space. Would I have accepted a Wooga? No, I would not. So I hate more than obscure game show trivia. It's not that obscure, is it? Considering we're a sort of game show community, I don't think it's a particularly niche thing. And also considering I've got a game made after it that I think I've made reference to this before. Russell Crowe won an Oscar for it. Hello, Ali Law. Welcome to the stream. And Theory Game, welcome on in just in time for the end of this game. We've got a very exciting finale. Let's light you back up. But not before, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Toot, Lewis, Itsotley, Samster, and Shapes. It's the end of the road, and it's lights out. Yeah, the thing is, I've never seen MASH, though. I'd happily accept questions about MASH, but I've personally never seen it. Right. It comes down to Mark and Derek. And having that refire or not, Derek, is not going to make a huge amount of difference here, I feel, because the drain rate is now infinity. Mark has got all three refires and plenty of time to think. Derek, you've got to answer the question right first if you want to win. If Mark answers the question first, then Mark will be the escape artist. Derek, if you answer the question first, then Mark will have about 15 seconds to come up with the right answer. Because it's 1 point per half a second now, up to the maximum drain rate of infinity, which means you have got to answer this question correctly or your time ticks down until you run out of points, which potentially leaves us with no winners. Good luck to you both. Advantage is very much with Mark here, but it's not all over. Hello, David. Welcome to the stream. Good luck. Here's question 10. Listed alphabetically, what is the first alkaline metal on the periodic table? Mark's in and wrong. Refire's available. Refire's still available, still wrong. Derek is wrong. That refire is working for you, Derek. Clock's on. Derek, you're out. Mark, you do have to answer this correctly if you want to win. You've got one refire left. That's not it. It should tick you down now, but it's not doing that for some reason. So we have the slow, drawn-out death. It's cesium. We got the bad ending again. Cesium, the alkaline metals, over on the left-hand side. And calcium is not an alkaline metal, unfortunately. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. No winners this time. We got through all 30 questions. I thought that was a reasonably fair mix of general knowledge and worky-outy. Alkaline earth metal, that's the one. Thank you, DVD Smith. Yeah, I knew it was similar, but not an alkaline metal. Also, it wouldn't have come before cesium anyway, unless you're spelling it in the American way, which I would have accepted, but it was that either way. Yes, in American, in British, it's got an A before it, but as mentioned, it's not an alkaline metal, it's alkaline earth metal. Beryllium would have, but again, group 2. I did have a look through. I thought, do I go for noble gases? I thought, oh, that's argon. That's far too easy for a last question. So I thought I'll add a little bit of tricksiness in there. But unfortunately, it has yielded the sad ending. Derek and Mark, I'm afraid it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Cesium and the Ides of Mark. It does mean on this occasion you've all been splendid and you've gotten through all 30 of mine and Mrs. Flush's questions. But unfortunately today, nobody escapes. Sees you later, gang. All right, David, thanks for joining us. Have a good night, mate. Enjoy the rest of the bank holiday. And that is going to be it. Oh, sad times. Nobody escaping tonight. But I do hope you enjoy. Yeah, back to the crawl now, Natter. Very nice. Good game all the same. Hope you enjoyed the questions. Mrs. Flush and I had a great amount of fun writing those this afternoon. So I do hope you enjoyed them, and if you did, I will pass on your regards to Mrs. Flush. It's always grateful to hear that stuff has been enjoyed. So, things to look forward to in the next few days. If you're sort of all street partied out, there's still plenty of quizzing going on. Enjoyed that, Pat. Very on my wavelength. Thanks, Sotley. Yeah, I enjoyed writing it as well. First of all, Ash is gigging tomorrow night, but I do know our friend JB Henry, if I can get the name right, I think it's that one, is streaming a special... Oh, there's no dot after it. Get rid of the dot. https://twitch.tv/ is it... I've got it right? Henry... Is it XIV? Is it XIV without the dot? Let me find out. Yes, it is. XIV without the dot. I think it's Wheel After Dark, but for UK-centric time zones tomorrow. So same time as Ash's stream normally is 8 PM BST, but it's JB Henry. Do go give him a little follow if you're not doing so already. It'd be great to go give him some support. Additionally, Topper, our friend Topper, is here on Sunday night with, I want to say checklist. I'll be right. Checklist and the 21st question over on Top's channel. So do go give him a follow. Again, without the dot, I must remove that from the Nightbot command. My obsession with putting punctuational stuff is actually making the links not work. So do go give Topper a follow for Rebound. No, Checklist and the 21st question this coming Sunday. Is it Checklist or is it Rebound? I've forgotten already. Immediately forgotten. Checklist is checklist. The links were fine. Maybe mine just wasn't working. It put the dot into the link for some reason. Check this, indeed. As for me, I'm back tomorrow. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What am I about? I'm back on Saturday with even more fun. We've got Set Game Money Box from Shapes, next to the Face Off Heats, and Danger Zone by the Lupine one to look forward to. That's right here, twitch.tv/royal_flush. At the risk of sending audience elsewhere, but if you can watch more than one stream at once, we've also got the 24-hour game show marathon, which is going to be happening on Saturday over the weekend, raising money for a really, really good cause, as is JB Henry, I believe, tomorrow as well. I think 24-hour is Child's Play. JB Henry is there a tree? Is it some sort of tree-based charity? I can't remember. Someone will tell me in the chat in a minute. But all of that going on with our friends in and around the community. So do go give them your support, and do pop back on Saturday for even more fun. Trevor Project. I knew there was a T involved somewhere. Thanks, Theory, again. As for me next week, Tuesday is Plinko and then a Millionaire night. I think we've got a face-off squeezed into there as well. But Millionaire next Tuesday, thanks to Proogs, Sam and Toot. And next Thursday, if you're just here for the Thursday streams, we've got, it says the Answer Trap Blitz. We haven't got an author for that, so it might not be that. And we've got a Risky Business as written by Natter. So, much to look forward to, over the next few days. So do mark your diaries and do come and join us for all the fun. And as ever, you can come and join the Discord if you want to come hang out with us. Write some questions maybe for the stream. Let's give you some penny bonuses at the end. Bad ending. Right there, bad ending 86. I had a glance, Natter. I think there's a couple of things that might need tweaking, but I'll talk to you about that early next week when I pick that up to proof. Probably be on Monday or Tuesday next week. So yes, all of that to look forward to. As for tonight, we are going to go and raid. We're going to raid Huds, actually, because he's in the middle of a 12-hour stream today. He's playing Tomb Raider. And he's learning a glitchless speedrun in 12 hours. It's part of his big charity thing for Bristol Pride that he's doing this month. I'm going to be co-hosting with him later on in the month on the 19th, I think Sunday the 19th of June. So we'll give him a raid and we'll say hashtag bad ending. I think is a good enough raid message as any. We'll go raid HUD 601, say hashtag bad ending, and all will be well. Until next time, thank you all so much for joining me. You have been playing the Escape Artist at Game Night. I hope you enjoyed the pack. Lovely to have you here. Bad luck, no winners this time around, but maybe next time. We'll have to see. Until next time I see you, which will most likely be on Saturday evening, enjoy the rest of this bank holiday weekend, whatever it is you're up to. Enjoy the weather. Make sure you put some sunscreen on tomorrow. It's going to be a bit warm. Until next time, I've been Royal Flush. Take care. Peace out and good night.